Alright guys, what Joshy Does TV is back again in the Volkswagen Beetle. Yesterday, well actually it's snowing. Yesterday was pretty good weather. I had an issue with the transmission and come to believe that it was low on fluid only because on cold starts and wintertime now, which was January 20th today. The transmission would have grabbed first gear when I put it in drive. I would have to hit the gas actually a little bit for it to grab it, and then even though it grabbed, if it wasn't really fully warmed up yet, even though that blue light on the dash went off saying the engine was warmed up, it will still need extra gas to kick in, and then we'll slip here and there until it's fully warmed up. So yesterday I drained just a little bit out from the transmission pan, had it leveled, filled it up, and drained it a little bit more and filled it up for a second or third bottle if I'm not mistaken. So, and then I drove it around the block a couple times. It was pretty good. So right now I got it plugged in because I want to actually try to crank it, because this morning I cranked it and it wouldn't start, and I was kind of a little bit worried, thinking that it the transmission was cold, or I did a really bad job on it. So I'm actually gonna take a little break from work right now. It's 12:05. It's cold outside and it's snowing, but I'm going to attempt to crank it right now. I just checked the transmission fault code. There was no fault code. It had a fault code this morning, a sporadic circuit in the transmission, open circuit. Wasn't sure anything about that, but cleared it, checked it right now. I haven't cranked it up yet, so I'm about to crank it right now. Let me just tap the gas just a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay. I guess it started up fine. It's doing a high idle to warm up. I heard some cars actually do that. It's electronic. I forgot what it's called, but it actually will try to warm it up on its own. Now I'm going to I've been trying to learn about this machine, and I know that if you go to data block, and I think it's data block number 5 or 6, I'm gonna try 5, it should give me the temperature of the transmission. I hit enter. Temperature 2 degrees. I'm guessing that's Celsius. 2 degrees Celsius. So far so good. When I actually drove it this morning, it didn't crank after a few times, and it actually cranked up. I'm guessing it was just the cold weather with maybe the gasoline wasn't flowing or something like that, but didn't crank for 2 times. Got kind of stuck. The time I did it, I pushed on gas just to give it a little boost, and it started, and then after the car warmed up, the transmission didn't grab gear. Actually, I just needed to tap the gas just very slightly, which is I would have to do a lot more than that before. Tap it a little slightly and it actually grabbed gear, and it didn't slip or anything. So we're up to 3 degrees Celsius. So I'm hoping that, I checked the temperature yesterday while filling up the transmission fluid, but I think I might have been looking at the wrong, because I think I was using channel number 6, and the car was already warmed up, and it kept saying 95 degrees C, which is like 215 degrees Fahrenheit. It is impossible. I think maybe I was reading something wrong. So I'm gonna head over to 6 and show you what I was seeing. Because I checked it this morning, and I'm like, it's cold. I just started. It can't be at 95 degrees. Temperature, 95 degrees C. I don't know if that's like just stuck on there, but that was the reading I was reading the whole time yesterday. I had the car warmed up prior, and it was warmed up for a while, and I was running it for a while filling up the transmission fluid, and it was the fluid was hot to the touch. It did feel like it was around 95 to 100 degrees, so I'm guessing I did a correct job. This weekend I'm going to check it again with channel number 5. So I will check it again this weekend, Saturday or Sunday, most likely Sunday morning, to double check. To double check the transmission fluid, because I did fill up the fluid until I saw a break in the stream, so it was a solid drip, and then once the drip started to shake slightly, I closed it. I saw one guy, he did it. He said, when you see that the stream starts to bend, there's a break in the stream, so that means some of the liquid is reaching that level tube that's inside the transmission pan. So, and one guy did it, but it was just dripping slightly, like a real thin stream. So I'm gonna see between now, which is Wednesday, and Sunday morning, and see if I do feel any slipping. I will be taking on the highway Friday night, maybe out on Saturday as well. So I will be double checking. So right now we're good. We're at 4 degrees. Engine is still cold. I'm actually just gonna try to check and see if I can actually check the engine temperature, which I haven't tried before. And I just learned about this feature. It's the X tool for for Volkswagen and Audi. VAG 401. Bought it real cheap off Amazon, like $20, $30. I didn't know it can check the temperature. You just need to know like the codes. Like you have to put in the code number into data block. So I'm just gonna read the codes, make sure everything's good. No fault code present. Awesome. And then I'm gonna go data block, and I'm going to move over to 5. Engine speed 840 RPM. Engine load, vehicle speed, and load status. And this will actually change when I hit the gas. So it actually does its job pretty well. I'm not sure how to check engine, like engine temperature, oil temperature, engine temperature. I guess it's gonna be engine temperature. It's that blue one. It'll turn off when it's warmed, turn red if it's hot. I'm gonna go over to 6 and see what 6 will show us. Intake air temperature is 9 degrees, so getting cold air. Awesome. Engine temp, okay, it's not really saying engine temp. Well, if anything, any updates, I will post it or just leave a comment. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.